Hey guys, it's Hardcore Linux with another exciting video about why you should use Linux Mint Cinnamon as a beginner in the beautiful world of Linux. But first, let's roll the intro, shall we? Linux Mint is a very popular Linux distribution which is based on Ubuntu LTS releases. When I was a beginner in Linux, the biggest problem I faced which Linux distribution and which desktop environment should I use. After struggling for 2 months, I finally found Linux Mint Cinnamon and never looked back to Windows. To download Linux Mint Cinnamon, go to your preferable browser, which is Google Chrome in my case. Search for Linux Mint and go to the first link which appears. From here we can go to the downloads option. The current version of Linux Mint is 19.1, which is based on Ubuntu 18.04. Scrolling down we can find the download links and selecting Cinnamon 64-bit. I would love to prefer a torrent download option, but if you don't have any torrent clients installed on your PC, you can go for the middle links available on the list. For Windows users, the next tool we will need a USB bootable software, which is Rufus in that case. Search for Rufus USB and go to the link. The link is also in the description. Go for the latest version and on the download. It is a really easy to use software on Windows platform. So after downloading it, just create a bootable thumb drive and we are ready to go. Let's kickstart the VirtualBox and boot Linux Mint for installation. Select Start Linux Mint and press enter. Linux Mint is one of the most user-friendly desktop environment for a beginner who is used to operate Windows operating system. We will see this in a moment. And there you go. Our ISO has been successfully boot up. As you can see, this is a really gorgeous looking desktop environment, and I personally think it matches with Windows environment and will feel comfortable by new Linux users switching from Windows. You guys can play around with it in the live environment. Now let's go to the installation process. Click on install Linux Mint and it will be executed. The installation process is damn easy. You have to go through next, or in this case continue, and the whole installation is done. Easy peasy, guys. Click on continue and then again click on continue. It's your keyboard layout. Install third-party software for graphics, Wi-Fi and blah blah blah. If you have a proper net connection, then just check it out and click continue. Now we have come to the most important part of the installation, which is the partitioning hard disks and install Linux Mint properly. Either you can do erase disks and install Linux Mint. It will delete all of your program documents, photos and everything on your system and just install Linux Mint freshly. But I would like something else because I would like to partition my disks by myself. So this is our hard drive, virtual hard drive, of course. Create a new partition table excuse me, and that's our 50 gigs hard drive. Click on plus and suppose I need 25 gigs for my root partition. I am only going to create the root partition, and I usually do this because I like everything in one place. I don't like different for separate space for root and the separate space for home. I like everything in one place, so I'll go for one root partition which contains everything including my home, of course, and we'll add a 1 gigs of swap partition. So let's find it out. Yeah, there we go. That is the swap one. And the entire free space, I'm going to add another partition which will not be mounted. So just click OK. So yeah, so it's done. Click on install now, and there is important part, device for the bootloader installation. As you can see, we have got our hard drive here, the virtual hard drive. We have to select your hard drive for bootloader installation. Now click on the install now. Just continue. Do we want to return to the partition menu? Nope. Continue. The writing changes. Let's continue. And then yes, it's completely right. Then who are you? Go for your name. Suppose I'm gonna name it VM because it's a virtual machine. Install your choose your password, whatever you like. The next two options are completely dependent on you. If you wanna log in automatically or require a password for login. There is another section which says encrypt my home folder. We will talk about encryption in future videos. For that time, let's keep it unchecked. Go for continue. And you are done. Now it will copying the files and do all of the important stuff that the installation has to do, and I'll meet you guys on the other side. And voila, we complete our installation process. Now click on restart now. And just remove your thumb drive and press enter. Hell yeah guys, we are done with the installation process of Linux Mint. The download link for Linux Mint Cinnamon ISO and Rufus bootable USB software are given in the description. In the next video we will customize our Mint installation and give it a real sexy look, so stay tuned. If you like that video, please press the like button and do subscribe for interesting videos like that. It's Hardcore Linux signing off guys, peace.